Welcome back to Miami Television News. Last month, Miami University announced the closure of MyTech, located in Shriver Center. MyTech is a central storefront where students can purchase a variety of technological equipment ranging from MacBooks to ink cartridges. The closure is happening in response to the change in management from MyTech to IT services. MTN's Abby Rainier sat down with Bob Black, the Director of IT Process and Planning, to discuss the change.
My name is Bob Black. I'm the Director of IT Process and Planning with IT Services. Sales of laptops have been declining year over year, and you can just think about this from a perspective of the market has changed. People don't go into a physical store to buy computers anymore. They're competing against Amazon and even Apple itself. They're selling Apple product, competing against Apple. Guess who's winning? Apple. The change is going to be sometimes we know that, phone and chat isn't enough. Somebody needs to get their hands on the device. I think it's all under the hood differences from a student's perspective. So today, there's actually technicians that literally take the computers apart, replace parts, put them back together. That's what we're going to stop doing. Instead, we will ship the computers off to places that do that for us. Big thing is figuring out where the new kind of walk-in location is going to be. There were, unfortunately, people tied to this, of course. So there are people working at the store that have been informed that their jobs are going away when the store closes and those kinds of things. IT is, however, hiring some people to positions specifically. So part of the transition was having that process of posting those positions, interviewing, and including candidates that worked at MyTech and kind of selecting who's going to be part of the new thing. Miami in this space really does understand, as far as I can tell. My leadership is very supportive. Everybody. Compute is essential. You cannot be a successful student without your computer, not just in terms of your academics, but in terms of your connectivity to your friends and family and the world. And so, as we look at this, we're really focused on how do we ensure that there's that continuity of access to computing. We're also starting to enter a world where it's kind of expensive to have, the best thing possible, and recognizing many Miami students, that's not a problem, but that's not true for everybody. And so how do we bridge that gap in terms of financial barriers that might be surfacing for some students who have to kind of try to get by with subpar technology. So that's a big part of our conversation, is how can we bridge that gap or close that gap for those individuals.
Miami University's Capstone Pictures class has been working this entire semester on their short film called Lottie. The film encompasses the trials and tribulations of struggling with perfectionism as a ballet dancer. The class will be having a premiere for the film on Monday, May 13th in the Leonard Hall Theater in Peabody Hall. Doors will open at 6:30 p.m. and the screening will begin at 7 p.m.
Looking forward to next semester, Will Brindley and Babs Dwyer were elected as student body president and vice president with a voting majority of 85%. Make sure to read the Miami Student article about the pair that features some amazing quotes and insights into their election, campaign, and goals. If you see Will and Babs around campus, don't be afraid to stop and say hello.
This past Saturday, Miami University Fashion and Design, or MUF&D, succeeded in their annual fashion show with 18 designers and over 89 models. MTN congratulates all those involved for putting on one of the largest student-run fashion shows in the nation. Saturday was also the Femilectual launch party, where authors and readers got to collaborate. If you did not get to pick up a copy of the recently released Transcend, direct message mu.fem on Instagram.
Up Magazine is a student-run organization here on campus that spotlights different fashion trends from around the country. At the end of every semester, the organization releases a new issue put together by over 100 Miami University students, including photographers, editors, fashion designers, and more. This Saturday on the 4th of May, Up will be releasing their brand new spring season issue. In commemoration of this, we decided to catch up with the fashion magazine to learn more about their organization.
Hi, I'm Alice, and I'm the editor-in-chief of Up Magazine.
Hi, I'm Deanna, I'm the creative director, and then Taylor is our publisher who's not here.
Up Magazine is Miami's only student-run fashion and lifestyle publication. We have over 100 members in our organization.
This year we worked a lot more collaboratively than I think in the past to kind of come up with articles and photo shoot ideas together.
So for the story ideas, we try to we want to represent our audience who picks up the magazine. So a lot of the story ideas kind of pull from different areas of campus life, the Oxford community, and it's kind of just what, since it's all student ran, it's kind of what students want to read about. My advice for the future editor-in-chief of Up Magazine is to just keep pushing up in new directions. I think sometimes it can get really stuck in a specific aesthetic because we have built a design around Up.
I agree, and also keeping in mind the holistic visual aspect of Up Magazine as you put the physical piece together, and working to be more collaborative with other teams. That's something we've tried to do as our Up 3, but we always can be more collaborative.
Our release party for our new issue is coming out May 4th. Our release party is at New Bar, and it's from 8 to 10. So you can come, bring your friends, pick up the new issue. That's the first time it'll be released, so it's the first time everybody will see it. So yeah, please come. The theme is spring pastels, so come in your best spring pastels, semi-formal, and get the magazine.
And then May 6th through 10th, we'll have distribution week in Farmer and Armstrong, where you can get a copy for yourself if you can't make it to the bar. Follow us at Up Magazine MU and keep up with us for all the information about our release parties, upcoming events, and applications for the fall semester.
I'm Andrew Revish, joined alongside Ethan Kolb, here for the Miami Sports Update. The Miami hockey schedule officially got revealed last week, and there are a lot of exciting matches coming home to Oxford next year. My picks for the top games are the home opener versus the Alaska Anchorage Seawolves on October 11th and 12th. The first NCHC home matchup of the season versus the Minnesota Duluth Bulldogs on November 15th and 16th, and Miami hosting the Arizona State Sun Devils in their NCHC debut season on January 31st and February 1st. To find out more about Miami hockey news and our new schedule, check out MiamiRedHawks.com.
Switching over to baseball, the Miami Redhawks recently hosted the Eastern Michigan Eagles for a 3-game weekend set. It was all Redhawks in this series, as Miami would end up sweeping Eastern Michigan and taking care of business pretty easily. Game 1, back and forth, but eventually was capped off by a huge 3-run home run shot from David Novak to give Miami a 12-10 win. In Game 2, MAC Player of the Week selection Evan Applewick took command by hitting one of his 2 home runs in the series. Patrick Mastrian also pitched well, helping Miami get an 11-8 win. With Game 3 and the sweep on the line, Miami would end up belting home run after home run after home run for 4 total from Dylan Baker, Ryan Novak, Rylan Zaborowski, and Evan Applewick to give the Redhawks a 13-3 win. After that series, Miami improves to 22-19 overall, 3rd in the MAC, and they're now on an 8-game winning streak. This weekend, they will battle with the Toledo Rockets for a huge 3-game weekend series on the road. Moving on over to softball, the number 121 ranked Miami Redhawks took on the Toledo Rockets for a midweek MAC matchup. In Game 1, it was all Miami, as they crushed Toledo 8-0 in a 5-inning run rule. The number 1 home running hitting team in the country hit 3 homers in Game 1, most notably 2 from Jenna Golombeski, who capped off a 4 RBI day from the plate. In Game 2, it was close, but no cigar for Toledo as they fell 10-4 at home. It was a well-balanced effort from the Redhawks as Carly Spade, Chloe Parks, Reagan Bartholomew, and Sammy Buick each had 2 RBIs. Buick also led the team in hits with 4. Miami only has 1 conference matchup left against the Northern Illinois Huskies, which will occur this weekend for a 3-game series in DeKalb. Miami is currently 42-7 overall and hopes to stay hot before the MAC tournament begins next week in Akron.
For Miami women's tennis, their season has been nothing short of special. They finished the regular season 3rd in the MAC, and they played strong in postseason play by taking down the Western Michigan Broncos 4-2 in a semifinals match. Their magical season fell just short in the MAC tournament this past weekend after they fell to the Toledo Rockets 4-1. Some standouts from this weekend were from Sarah Zalukar and Amelia Valentinson, who together won a doubles match 6-3. Freshman Lauren Joyce as well impressed by winning a hard-fought singles match in 3 sets. The future is bright for Miami tennis, and they should once again be a threat to win the MAC again next season.
Congratulations to all graduating seniors. The 185th commencement ceremony will take place at Yager Stadium on May 18th at 10:30 a.m. with alumni speeches and Chipotle CEO Brian Nichol as the keynote speaker. Individual college commencement ceremonies will take place that Saturday and Sunday at Millett and Goggin Ice Center. Catering services on those days are available through the university, but orders and reservations must be placed by May 10th. Go to Miami's website for more information. Love and honor to all seniors.
Before MTN goes off the air for the spring semester, we want to recognize and extend our appreciation for our 3 graduating seniors, my fellow anchor Mackenzie Knorr, Jonathan Myro, and myself.
MTN is sadly saying goodbye to 3 seniors, Mackenzie Knorr, Jonathan Myro, and Colin Laubner. Each one of these seniors has spent a unique amount of time pouring into MTN, and their contributions will forever be appreciated. There's no better way to describe each senior than by asking the members of MTN themselves.
I would describe Mackenzie as determined,
helpful,
welcoming,
superwoman,
kind-hearted,
smart.
I would describe Jonathan as very creative,
meow,
creative,
funny,
creative,
nice.
I would describe Colin as adventurous,
versatile,
hardworking,
supportive,
welcoming,
funny.
We wish Mackenzie, Jonathan, and Colin the best of luck in their future endeavors. Sincerely, Miami Television News.
Thank you for tuning in to Miami Television News. I'm Mackenzie.
And I'm Colin. Don't forget to follow us on Instagram and TikTok at MiamiMTN.